Welcome back to the Boxing Bookie. I am joined with World of Wrestling for our weekly. You got an echo. Hang on. There you go. Sorry about that. Back to World of Wrestling for our weekly mixed plus money parlay show. It's going to be easy for me this week, World of Wrestling. How's it looking for you, and how'd your week go?
Well, so far I've profited this week in betting on the NBA, the UFC. Actually, I didn't bet UFC because UFC wasn't on this past week. I bet on football and the NFL and the NBA. I've profited over $190 this week.
Nice little week for you, World of Wrestling. If you guys have not already, join the Patreon. Link is in the description. It's also in that little ticker below, and it's in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. The Patreon is $5 a month. It gets you the lock of the week. It gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. So join the Patreon. And after you do that, you probably work up an appetite. And you can head on over to carnivorebar.com. That's carnivorebar.com. Use promo code BOXING to save 10% at checkout. It's a meal in your pocket. It's the world's only high-fat, grass-finished beef bar that replaces a meal while on the move and stores for years. Get your travel autonomy and freedom back. That's carnivorebar.com. Use promo code BOXING. Promo code BOXING to save 10% at checkout. All right. You want me to start today, or I'm going to make it easy for you, World of Wrestling. I'm going to make this real easy, real short. I got two fights that bring us down to less than minus 200. So you just have to get us over the finish line. You want me to go first?
Sure, go ahead. I got one that's going to be a minus 155 on DraftKings.
Oh, we're going to be this is going to be a good one. All right, guys. To me, this is easy. Sean Noakes is going to beat Matthew Rainey. I did a video on this. Sean Noakes is a pressure fighter. He's trouble. Matthew Rainey has no power. Can't keep Noakes off of him. There's just I don't see a world in which Rainey who's not a high volume guy, can win this fight on a decision because of the lack of volume and because of Noakes' pressure style. And Rainey has no power, so he's not going to stop him. So Noakes at 235 for me is
We're talking about Sam Noakes' brother, right?
Sam Noakes' brother, Sean Noakes.
Okay.
Yeah. The other bet on that, I put the wrong one, is Sam Noakes.
All right.
Sean Noakes and Sam Noakes. Sam Noakes is fighting Ryan Wallace. Ryan Wallace is a opponent level prospect. Sam Noakes is a much better prospect than his brother, Sean Noakes. Sam Noakes wins this fight. He probably wins by stoppage, although Wallace has never been stopped ever. So I wouldn't lock up Noakes by stoppage, but he'll definitely win. So Noakes on the money line at minus 1,800, plus Sean Noakes at minus 235, I think is a really good bet. If you want to bring it down even further, we can add a Coley at minus 1,600, which would bring us down to 169. But I'm going to lay off of that right now. And I'm just going to bring it down to these two.
What about Emmanuel Navarrete?
Emmanuel Navarrete. I pick him to win for sure. I wouldn't lock that up. It's about minus 270. What's it at currently? It's at minus 270. I like Navarrete to win. I like the fight to go over. I like the fight to go the distance. I like Navarrete by decision, which is plus 210, I believe. This is a good fight to bet, but for this exercise, Emmanuel Navarrete by decision is plus 110. For this exercise, I'm already bringing you down to on just these two bets. I'm bringing you down to minus 200. I just need you to get us to plus money. Oh, okay. Rocket's in the house. What up, Rocket? Brian Battle, Joshua Vin, and Garimbo all KOs. What do you think, World of Wrestling?
I think Brian Battle is a good person to go with. I think Brian Battle will win this fight. I think I got enough respect for Randy Brown to possibly last all the way up to the very end. Garimbo, absolutely. That is actually one of my locks on this. He's a minus 155 on DraftKings.
Yep.
And Joshua Van, I'm a little bit concerned about. There's actually quite a few MMA experts that follow this more religiously than I do, that have done a lot of research, know the fighters in and out. And there's been a lot of mixed belief that Joshua Van could lose to Cody Durden. If you look on We Want Picks, they've discussed about that fight, and it's kind of like back and forth between the two guys that are on that show. One thinks Cody Durden's going to win. Joshua Van, the guy that thinks Cody Durden's going to win, has a lot of valid points as to why he thinks he's going to win. And I think Joshua Van is a good fighter. My only concern about him is he's chinny. He can get hit with a good shot and get knocked down. I've watched two of his fights back to back. He's been knocked down in both of them. He was finished in one against Charles Johnson, who's a good fighter, by the way. Good person to bet on if he's an underdog. Every so often he is. But yeah, Joshua Van, I'm a little iffy about. But Garimbo and Brian Battle, I feel very confident. Garimbo, most confident out of those three.
And by KO, they all win by stop. They all win by knockout.
Garimbo, definitely, I would give him. I would say he could knock out this guy that he's facing. He's actually had a brain hemorrhage, blood dripping in his brain from one of the fights. He hasn't been the same for the last 2 years. So he's actually very possible of winning by knockout. Brian Battle, again, like I said, I give enough respect to Randy Brown. I think Randy Brown could last all the way to the very end of the fight and lose by decision. So I wouldn't take Brian Battle by knockout. I mean, unless you're doing single bets, yeah, Brian Battle by knockout if he's plus money or at least in the minus 100s. I'd say that's a safe bet if you're doing multiple single bets, because that way, if you get that one wrong and the other two close, you end up walking away with a profit regardless of what happens in that pick. But yeah, Joshua Van, I'm a little iffy on, but Garimbo, definitely. My other pick is Cyril Gane against Alexander Volkov. And Cyril Gane is a good. He's a very good stand-up fighter. He is on his toes all the time, bouncing around, moving like a boxer, and hits like a heavyweight. I like him as well. He's I believe he was a minus 375 on DraftKings. So with those two, that's easily dropping it under plus 100 without a shadow of a doubt.
Excellent. Rocket, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. We got Mihan Ahab in the house. How we doing, guys? We're doing good. I got Randy Brown, but it's a close fight. Can go either way. Gain plus significant strikes landed. I like it a lot. Appreciate that. All right. I want to get into your bets now. Let me pull these up. Let's see what the final odds are going to come in at.
All right.
I put you in good shape. I put you in good shape this week. We don't need to go crazy. We just need to get this to plus money for the people. All right.
Well, I know the last time we did this, one of my picks didn't actually hit because she lost by decision. I was very surprised, and I was ticked. Oliver Vera, actually, or I forgot his name. Oliveira facing Michael Chandler. That was a great pick on my part, but I mentioned that as being a singles bet. Out of the parlay, that would actually hit in the parlay, and took Karine Silva out, I would have won for us on that. So I was kind of upset about that one.
It's all good. It's all good. All right. So give me the bets again. What are we looking at here?
We got two that I'm actually I feel very strong on. Thimbo Garimbo minus 155, and then Cyril Gane, who's a minus 375 going up against Alexander Volkov. And
I wanted to stop you right there. On Garimbo, the minus 155 already puts us at plus 147. You want to keep going? We're already at plus money.
Why not?
Keep going. All right.
I'm
just letting you know. All right. Add the other one.
See what we get.
What's the other one?
Gone. Surreal Gone. He's just before
Did I pass him?
Ian Machado Gary's fight.
Let me find this. Gons, you said, right?
Yeah. Keep scrolling. Slow down a little bit
Right
more.
Here? Alexander Volkov? Right here, Gone?
Yeah. And you take Gone. Yes.
We're at plus 213 on a 4-leg parlay. You want to add anything more? We don't need to add any more if you don't want to.
No. Nope. That's it. That's all we need to add.
Guys, this is for a 4-leg parlay. I think this is good work. We got the Noakes brothers at minus 235 and minus 1800. That brought us down to minus 200. Exactly. And then Garimbo and Gone minus 155 and minus 375 puts us all the way at, what did I say? What is it?
230
plus 213. Plus 230. And you know, I would say I'm on my two bets, I am 85% confident on Sam Noakes and 99 plus percent confident on 99% plus positive on Sam Noakes and about 85% positive on Sean Noakes. How confident are you in these two bets, World of Wrestling?
I think both of them are very easy to cash without a shadow of a doubt. I picked them as single bets on my own, and I think I'm going to walk away with like $76 easy.
All right. You guys got it. Salute chat. What up, XL? It's good to see you. C game by decision. Is that, you agree with that? By decision?
I think so. I think I think their last fight went to a decision. I don't see that it wouldn't be any different unless something changes, like he hits him with a really good shot or something. I just think that it should go to a decision. So if you wanted to do a prop as a single bet with gain to win by decision, I wouldn't say don't do it. I'd definitely go for it. You're not losing anything by trying that. But I would make it as a single bet. Don't parlay it. That would be stupid.
I want to give a shout out to Miran here. It's 2 a.m. in the UK. Thought I'd hop on. I appreciate it. You could be sleeping, you could be doing anything, and you decided to hop on with us. That is greatly appreciated. It really is. Salute XL. And then, what do you think about gain plus significant strikes landed?
Well, I don't have access to that on Hard Rock Bet. I think you're talking about like a player prop, like something you would see on Prize Picks.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the significant strikes. I wouldn't even touch that. I just know whether or not he's going to win or lose. That's it.
He uses Bet 365.
So wow.
I'm not going to give out too much detail because I've had some issues with the IRS and I don't want them on my case anymore. But in Texas, I can't use any book legally. Okay? There are always things that can be done. I'll just leave it at that. So I don't access Bet365 because it's not worth me opening up another can of worms. I use DraftKings. I'm going to leave it. I don't want to. All right? I'm not book shopping for rates. It is hard enough for me to work within the system. I'll say that.
Well, Gary, I'll tell you something else. The Fliff account, that Fliff Sportsbook, you can actually bet real money and be able to claim your taxes and not have any issues. You go to the Fliff Cash section, you can go over to shop and then put in the amount of money that you want to put in, and it's kind of like sweepstakes money for some strange reason. And it's like a loophole to allow everybody in the United States to be able to have access to this to gamble the same way you would in a normal sports book. So you can use real money. You just have to charge it multiple times to get the amount that you're looking for. So
I'm going to try to get some kind of sponsorship deal with them. If you guys aren't familiar, let me pull this up for you guys. Because I was unaware of this up until a couple of weeks ago when World of Wrestling, I haven't used it yet because I'm not going to say anything more. Freedom. This is a good site. It gives you real odds. It gives you live odds. This is a really good site to use, and it's free and it's legal, at least in the U.S. It's legal everywhere in the U.S. You guys in the UK, I would imagine it's legal, but check into that. In the
It'll allow you
UK,
or not allow you based on where you live, so it wouldn't be a big deal if that so happens to be the case. If you try to log into it, it won't allow you to go. That means you're not legal for that sports book, so it's all good.
wow, yeah, in the UK there are the biggest bookies. In the UK, they're the biggest bookie. I guess he's talking about Bet365. In the US, the odds you get are nicer. Wait, when you win in betting, you got to pay tax. Yeah, we have to pay tax on winnings.
Wait, in the UK you don't? I'm thinking about leaving America now.
Yeah, Amiron is saying you don't have to, I suppose. The bigger, I'm not going to say anything more. So, yes, you have. Is that you?
No, I just said that's crazy about the tax free for winnings on betting. That's insane.
Can you mute yourself real quick?
Yeah, give me 1 second.
Can you still hear the echo? Unmute yourself real quick, World of Wrestling.
All right, I'm unmuted.
Can you hear the echo? Do me a favor, World of Wrestling. Just refresh and jump back in.
Okay. All right, give me 1 second.
Refresh and jump back. You got the link.
All right.
All right. Yeah, and no, you have to pay taxes on that. I'm not going to get into too much detail. I want to share a link with someone. All right. I'm going to get tagged for this, but I'm a nice guy and I love y'all. So, if you don't want to pay your taxes at all in the U.S. and you don't live in Washington, D.C., this does not apply to people in Washington, D.C., but it applies to people that live in the 50 states. Go to this website here, freedomlawschool.org, freedomlawschool.org. They'll show you how you don't have to pay taxes. It's freedomlawschool.org. I don't make any money off of this. I'm just letting you know this website right here will get you out of paying taxes. That's it. I won't be able to tune in tomorrow, but here's my parlay. All right, XL. Robisi by stoppage. Ooh. Over 10.5 on Valdet Navarrete. Over 10.5 on Paro Hutchins. I like that. LeBron and Rivera money line at plus 900. I like everything in that besides Robisi by stoppage. I like Espinosa to win the fight. If you like Robisi, why not just take him on a money line?
Yeah, he's low odds anyway.
I know my boy Muscles doesn't like all the moving parts. There's a lot of moving parts, but it's plus 900. Muscles is like me. He likes a little bit safer parlay that he knows he's going to hit each week. He's not getting plus 900. He's getting minus 200, right? But he hits it every single week. So it's just like collecting a dividend to after a certain point, right? But no, this is not bad. The only thing I don't love in this is I'm gonna get to Mir in just a minute. The only thing I don't love in this is Robisi by stoppage because I like Espinosa to win the fight. What would it XL if you change the bet to just the money line on Robisi? What would that change the total? What would that change your parlay odds to? Miron says Espinosa they got some awesome props on that book. Most jab landed at minus 225. Yeah, I would for sure take that because Robisi doesn't jab. Obviously, the 6 foot tall featherweight who jabs 100 jabs around is going to out jab him. So I like this as a bet. I don't have that prop, but if you do, I would take it. I would take that. That is an excellent prop at minus 225. I would agree. A couple of other things. I'm going to contact Get Flip and try to see if I can get a sponsorship with them. It's really good.
I've been thinking about cashing some money in there and betting on some alternate lines for basketball on points, rebounds, and assists. I've used the freebie coins to do that, and I've been hitting like crazy. I got like a 60% winning percentage on like over 200 bets.
There you go. I took Nav most punches. Yeah, well, Navarrete is going to throw more punches than Valdez. That's a good. I wish we had. See, my job to give you a lock each week would be so much easier if I could get props like that. Because yeah, Navarrete throws 100 punches around. Yeah, he's going to throw more. He's going to throw more punches than Valdez, who loads up and throws one punch at a time. I took Galal money line and most punches from last week. There you go. Yeah, and lucky for you, Galal, who I did pick to win, who was a slight dog, was fighting a guy who said, I don't really feel like being here. So that helped.
Speaking of fighters, there's a UFC fighter on this card, Crone Gracie, who's facing Bryce Mitchell. One of his comments that was made is he said that he doesn't care where he's located on the card, and if he's located on the very bottom, the first fight, he'd be more than happy to do that so that he can get in and get out of there and be done. Like, dude, you're in the UFC, one of the biggest promotions in MMA, and you're talking like that?
Yeah.
Like, who the heck would want to bet on you?
For real. Yeah. Seriously. See if I can find this real quick. Hang on. Let me see if I can find this one more time because I got a major kick out of this. Trying to find it. Give me 1 second. I love playing this because it's so every fighter's been there, and here it is. All right, give me 1 second. Let me share this with you guys. This is the now retired former junior flyweight champ, former flyweight champ. Sonny Edwards. Ready, guys?
No, I'm gonna be real quick. I don't want to be. Don't be
Wait,
fucking
he's
stupid.
tired?
Listen, stop fucking feeling sorry for yourself right now. Stop feeling fucking sorry for yourself because you've had one bad fucking round. Come on, standing too close. Have you got it in your legs to keep moving? Man, no, I'm gonna be real quick. I don't want to be. Don't be fucking stupid, lad. Don't be fucking stop fucking. Listen.
I don't want to be here. Don't be fucking stupid. That is the best advice I've ever heard. to that comment.
Oh my gosh. So Sonny Edwards is retired?
He is officially retired for now. He's 28. I guarantee you that retirement won't last for more than a year and a half. He will be back within 12 months. I guarantee that. But yes, right now, technically he's retired.
What? Wow, I guess Jesse Rodriguez and his last opponent really tired him out from all those knockouts, huh?
Yeah. I want to get into Hitchens, Espinosa. I love this. Yes, absolutely. I like all three of these bets. Hitchens, Espinosa, Bentley at plus 565. That's a beautiful 3-leg parlay there. I would pick all of those. Hitchens, what are the current odds on Hitchens right now? But I like Hitchens to win. It was about even. Bentley, I think it's easy money. Bentley's definitely fixing to win. And I like Espinosa too. Espinosa is the closest one. You know, that's a really, really tough fight, but I'm picking Espinosa to win.
Hitchens, I'm a little concerned with because this guy Pero, I've heard of. I've seen him fight.
He's Australian. Paro's good. But he's fought guys who fight the complete opposite way of Hitchens. Now, Hitchens struggled in his last fight with Gustavo Lemos. It's a little bit of concern, but I think Hitchens wins a decision. I like Hitchens is even money.
Yeah.
And Paro is a slight betting dog, a plus. So Hitchens is plus 100, which is even money, and Paro is minus 120.
I would just go for the rounds. I think they're going to go to a decision.
I agree with you. I like the rounds. I definitely like the over on this. The over is minus 575. It's not great, but I do like the over on this for sure as well. I would take the over. I like the over on that. But yeah. I like this parlay. I think this is for plus 565. It's well worth the risk. I like this parlay a lot. That's a good job. So I just want to recap this one more time. Go over our 4-leg parlay, and then I'll let my man World of Wrestling give any final thoughts he may have. But I like this a lot for plus 213. 4-leg parlay. Sean Noakes minus 235 money line. Sam Noakes money line minus 1800. Gorimbo minus 155 money line. And Gain minus 375 money line. That's a 4-leg parlay. Brings us to plus 213. What up, Bipolar? What up, Bipolar? How you doing, my man? It's good to have you aboard. World of Wrestling, you got any last minute thoughts, comments, concerns, anything like that? What give us some final thoughts.
Well, if you want to hear some other picks that I think are pretty good, I'm not saying that we should add it to our current parlay that we have.
No,
right
we're leaving
now.
the parlay as is. Gain, all money line gain, Garimbo, Noakes, and Noakes. Minus plus 213.
All right.
Let me get back. Let me get back to the MMA here. Hang on.
Some of the fighters I'd like to throw out there that I have some kind of confidence in that I think people will benefit from. I mean, there's plenty on this card that have a good shot at hitting. I just didn't want to add too many on that parlay because the more you add, the higher chance you got to lose.
Sure.
But yeah, Kennedy is pretty good. He's the first fight on the card. A lot of people think he's just going to knock this dude out without a shadow of a doubt. If you look at the total rounds, they're already predicting
Which
it
fight
to maybe.
is this?
It's the UFC 310 card. It's the very first one.
What?
Kennedy Zachua, I think is how you pronounce it.
Okay, right here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's if you take him and parlay with Chase Hooper, I think that should lower your odds quite a bit.
There you go.
Why am I going ahead and it was asking me to log in? Damn it. Yeah, Hooper and Kennedy together, I think that drops it down like 450. You want to add somebody else? This is like a separate parlay I'm talking about, not like actually putting them all together with the current one we got. Dominic Reyes, I'm a little iffy about. Bryce Mitchell, I feel very confident with. I think he would be another good one to throw in a 3-leg parlay for MMA strictly. So if you wanted to do those three, I think you'd definitely walk away with a nice, decent amount of change.
So just Mitchell, Kennedy, no, to what? Okay, and then the third guy was who? Chase Hooper.
The third guy was Chase Hooper.
So that's Hooper, Kennedy. I'm not going to try to say his last name.
Yeah.
And
Bryce Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah, what do we get with those three?
Hang on. I don't want to. I'll take this off because we already went over this multiple times. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Bryce Mitchell. Kennedy.
Yep. And Chase Hooper.
And Hooper.
He's a minus
227. Not bad. 3-leg parlay.
Yeah.
Nothing here. Everything here statistically looks safe. 3-leg parlay. Pretty easy.
I think those three are all going to hit without blinking an eye.
All right. Let me address some of these in the chat here. Pauls. No Pauls. Espinosa and Paro. Bentley is not a middleweight. Crawford, like some think. Bentley's Paul sucks. Like I disagree. I understand what you're saying about Bentley. I think he's undersized. Brad Paul sucks. Like I'm not trying to disparage Brad Pauls, and I know he's got a decent win, but Brad Pauls is not good. What do you think about? I didn't get to it. I didn't get to this fight, and I wanted to. I like David Adelaide. I don't love David Adelaide. It's minus 165. I like Adelaide. I don't know. I probably like laying off that bet, to be honest. I also took Oakford moneyline small, as I think Elias is not great in my opinion. I think Crave fight. I like Adelaide, but I'm not in love with Adelaide, if you know what I mean. Like, I don't know, man. I'd probably lay off that. Jandro, we'll recap you. Money line, 4-leg parlay. I'm taking the Noakes brothers and money line. And then World of Wrestling. Give me the two names again.
Garimbo minus
Garimbo.
155 and Surreal Gone minus 3. I think it was 375. That came to a plus 213.
Plus 213 in that 4-leg. Mitchell is a steal, says Bipolar Boxing. No way Grassi subs him and Bryce can beat him on the feet easily. Beat him on the feet easily. I still have the old Hooper in my head. Can't lay that much wood on him.
Yeah, he got knocked down in one fight and lost, but he's improved since that last fight. I don't think that his opponent is going to be able to. I don't think Clay Guida is going to do that. If he does, that'd be a shock.
Let me give you guys something here. A couple of Coley. Usain Muhammad is slow and mechanical, and he carries his hand low. He's going to get stopped.
Yo, Gary, my phone is running really low on battery. I'm going to head out early, so I do apologize for cutting out.
No worries. No worries at all. No worries at all.
Right.
I appreciate you jumping on.
No problem. See you guys soon. All right. Bye.
Hitchens is too slow, and he's holding all the time, but good luck. I'm leaning towards Hitchens. You could probably convince me on Paro. This will not be a lock. I promise you that, Rambler. I would not be shocked if Paro won. Be patient, y'all. We are winning. Be big soon. Stay. Lock in. I'm gonna I want to test something out. Here's something I like a lot, and it brings us down to minus 208. 4-leg parlay, Acoli, Torres, Delgado, money line, over 10.5, Paro, Hitchens. That's going to bring us down to right around minus 200. That's a nice little lock that I like. Plus, Pauls is at least as good as Mark Heffron, who got a draw. I'm not a fan of Brad Pauls. I'm really not a fan of Brad Pauls. I understand Bentley has not lived up to what he's supposed to. I understand he somehow lost to Nathan Heaney. I get it. I don't really he's come back. He's gotten 2 knockouts. I can't see Pauls winning this fight. If you like Pauls, bet on Pauls. I'm not betting on Pauls. I'm betting on Denzel Bentley. A lot of boxing this week, and we are blessed. It's a great week for boxing. I agree with Rocket here. Brad Paul is not good. Mark Heffron had to psych himself up to fight, but like Sonny, don't think he wanted to be there. Mark Heffron. What is Heffron? He's got 30. Yeah, Heffron's one of those guys where it's shocking to me that he has some of the wins that he does. Like, he's got some wins on his resume and stuff. It's like, it's always surprising. Like, he beat Lennox Clark. Like, he's got some wins. He's got a draw at Bentley, but then he got stopped by Bentley quickly. Yeah, I'm not a Heffron guy. I don't think Heffron's great. Bentley stopped in the fourth round, but he does have a draw with Denzel Bentley. I'm not exactly sure how he did that. Espinoza, most jabs landed. Okoli, Sultan, Sam Noakes, Navarro, Jimmy Navarrete, and Barney Smith. My other one is Sultan, Okoli, Santillan, Navarro, Hackett, and Figueroa. I took these quite large. Okay, so we're mixing. Yeah, Figueroa is next week or 2 weeks from now. Another dog I'm confident is Peralta as well. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone, especially you today, Miran. Great job out of you. Appreciate it. Look forward to the next one. I do have to wrap this up. I got to get going. It's already 8:39. I got to wrap this up. Yes, I would absolutely take the over on Henry LeBron. 100%. No, I like that. 100%. Take the over on that. That's going the distance. Patufo's a dog. Take the over. All right, y'all. It is December 5th, 2024. From Texas to the world. Thank you, and God bless.